I'm going to do a little tool bag review, show you guys what I use in my tool bag, my daily carry. My daily everyday carry is this Vito Tech Pack, and then if I know I'm just going for a diagnosis or I'm working on top of a big shopping mall, I carry my little MB2, my Vito MB2 bag. Breakdown on my tool bag here. I've had this Tech Pack for a few years now. So typically down here in this pouch right here, I just carry some rubber gloves, and then my little gloves from Home Depot. These are the Gorilla Glove or Gorilla Grip. You buy them in like a 25 pack for a few bucks, nothing crazy. Up here in the front, I just keep my headlight for working at nighttime, working in attics and different things. Over here on the side, I keep a service wrench, some electrical tape, and some long extension fittings for my drill. Nothing really on this side. I used to keep a tape measure in there, but I find it getting stuck on a lot of things, so I really don't anymore. Usually down in the front of my bag right down here, I've been keeping a tiny little tape measure. And if I find the need for a bigger one, this little tiny little throwaway one, I'll go get one from my van. But I stopped carrying it just because I wanted to reduce the weight down in my van. Okay, so I'm going to unzip it and show you guys what I carry inside of it. Okay, so inside my first pouch right in here, mind you, this isn't what everybody has to carry. Electric drill with the adjustable 5/16 1/4" guy. My local suppliers haven't come out with a long extension one yet, so I'm still stuck using I like to support the supply houses if I can, but if they don't get those sooner, I'm going to be ordering them online. This is the basic inside of my bag. This is just what I find to be a necessity, okay? I can do majority of my repairs with these tools for the most part. Aviation Snips. Okay, these are not my sheet metal ones. I use these for cutting everything but sheet metal. I beat the crap out of these things. They're not sharp anymore. They're very dull. I use them to cut things you're not supposed to cut. I go crazy with them. Okay, it's always good to have a throwaway pair. Wire crimpers. These are the Milwaukee brand I think from Home Depot. I started using those. They work pretty good. 1/4" 5/16 Kleins. Those work great. I'm not, specific to any brand. I love this little Klein precision screwdriver. This is great for thermostats and stuff, and yeah, it works really nice. Up here in the top is my service valve adapter for my service wrench. So you can do, if you're working on the resi stuff, which I don't do residential, but this will open the service valves. Where this really works great in is on the ice machines. A lot of them have right angle service valves, and it's great for getting in there. Keep an extra extension up in here for the drill. An extra 1/4" 5/16. That's the Malco brand is what that is. But just in case I ever lose one, I haven't lost one yet. 1/8" drill bits, really common. With what I do, I use those and go through those like crazy. So keep 2 of those in my bag and 10 more in my van. 1/4" Phillips head adapter for the drill, and then I keep a 3/8, a 7/16, and a 1/2" for the drill. Also, razor knife. Okay, right here, lineman pliers. 8" crescent wrenches. Actual Crescent brand. Not that I care. Channel locks. You can see I use my tools for a lot of different things, okay? These end up beating the crap out of things. I usually don't use a hammer. So, needle nose pliers. Klein wire strippers. Now I really like the wire strippers that these are, and I like that they're longer, but I do not like the wire crimpers, okay? Sure, I sometimes question myself and wonder why I can't just use these wire crimpers, because then it'd be one less tool I have to carry. But I just love those ones, okay? As opposed to, I carry my wire crimpers right here. Okay, I love these crimpers, but I don't know. I'm just, partial to the tools that I like. Dikes work great. Also keep a paint marker down inside here. Always carry a hose nozzle with me. Got some heavy duty scissors for cutting the poly filter media for reaching condensers. Wire brush works great. 6" coil brush works great. Again, these are just what I get used to. I carry the HVAC 8-in-1, I think, or something like that. And then over here in this corner, my deburring tool. I really like this deburring tool. Works good for me. Goes up in here. Yeah, down in here, I keep jumper wires. The magnetic ones for certain systems. You got to be careful on the magnetic ones though, because they'll stick to the wrong thing and short things out. I got some 14 gauge jumpers, and then just some normal, 18 gauge ones. Nothing fancy. Nothing else really in there. I keep some zip ties, wire nuts, electrical tape, just miscellaneous stuff in here. Wire nuts, hose clamp, just a bunch of miscellaneous junk up in there. So that's pretty much it on this side, and we'll go ahead and open up the other side. The other side over here, I keep a SJ cord in here. That way I can, do some field splices without having to go to the van too much. I keep a set of knee pads in there. My electrical screwdrivers when you're working on live stuff, or prefer not to do it, but sometimes you have to. Field Piece SC660, love this meter. Used it for a while now. There's my little wrench bag. Let's go over this real quick. Soap bubbles, but I keep Big Blue in here. Prefer Big Blue. It's my favorite leak detection. Zoom spout oil, rust buster, and then some nylog, universal nylog. And then up here, there's always a level. That's pretty much it in the back. And then we'll go ahead and open up this wrench bag. Just the basic wrenches that I use. I like the ratchet wrenches, 3/4, 5/8, 9/16, 1/2 inch, 7/16, 3/8, 5/16, and 1/4 inch. Unfortunately, I can't get I haven't been able to find the 1/4 inch in a swivel on the end, but even if I did, I barely use the 1/4 inch, so I wouldn't even spend the money on it. Every once in a while it comes in handy. Where it comes in handy is just grabbing, the back side of a fitting like this or something like that. Anyways, I keep a smaller Allen wrench. I have bigger ones in my van, but this one right here works great for fan blades for walk-ins and different things like that, and it's lightweight. This little thumb driver, you can put a socket ratchet, or I'm sorry, you can put a ratchet on the end. I love this little guy. This guy works great. Geez, I found this at Sears many years ago, so I don't even know where you find them now. I'm sure you can find them at Harbor Freight or something like that. I use a small unibit and then a medium-sized unibit. These are things that I use often. Okay, I have bigger ones and stuff, but these are just the ones that I use most often. And a scratch awl, use that quite often too. That's pretty much it in the back side of my bag. On a lot of my bags, I use these Velcro straps from Home Depot. They're Husky straps. This particular one is the perfect height when it sits in my van. It holds it upright just in case I was to get into an accident. The bag's not going to roll around in the back of my van. But they also work good for lifting stuff up, because on the previous Vitos that I've had, I haven't done it on this one, by sliding the rope down, you can wear out the rubber right here. If you just let it run through there as you're lowering the bag down a big ladder or something like that. So I use this to rope it up now. So when you're dropping it down, you can slide it down. Okay, so this is my everyday carry, like I said. This guy is my mall carry, short trip. I kind of keep the basics up in here. 2 crescent wrenches. Let's see, a small set of channels. I've got a needle nose in here. Wire strippers. I don't keep crimpers in here just because I'm trying to cut down, even though I really don't care for these crimpers. That they work in a pinch when you need them to. More dikes right here, and there's a service wrench down inside here too. So you pretty much got everything you need here. Obviously that bag doesn't stand up too well, but it's a great bag for taking on the roof. I keep a little 6-in-1. This is just one that I got at like a true factory class. I do have the fancy 8-in-1, 11-in-1s, whatever. They're cool, but I don't know. I still kind of go back and forth on whether or not I just like the cheapy ones, because you end up losing them. And when you lose those fancy Klein ones, you get really pissed off. So, but anyways, this just goes in my extra bag. Also, I don't know if I saw on the side of my Vito, I've got some electrical tape. And then on the side of this small Vito, I got some electrical tape too. And then I carry a meter in here. And then a couple, this is my... What is this, a 902? No, this is a Fluke 376. clamp meter, does everything you need it to do too. So, and then some zip ties, brush, condensed coil brush, and then there's some jumper wires also in that, come in very handy. That's pretty much it. You know, I don't carry a lot in this bag. I just have a Velcro strap on it, and depending on which bag I'm using, I might actually use the either bag I'm using. Lately, I've been using the Smart Probes. So I'll put my tablet. If I'm working with my troubleshooting bag, I'll just use my phone. But a lot of times when I'm shooting videos, it's not convenient to use my phone to run the Smart Probes, because if I'm trying to show something. So lately I've been using the tablet. But like I said, the tablet I won't take with that bag. I'll take with this one because I can put it in the back of it. And then I've been really using the field piece probes, and I really like them. These are the Job Link probes. Great little setup there, works with Measure Quick. As far as charging goes, see my low side hose, I got one of these fittings from TruTech Tools. It'll connect right on there, and you don't have to use the heavy duty wrenches to tighten them down. They're just thumb tight, and then just put a Schrader in one side. Actually, this one has a Schrader on both sides. So what I do like about these is the ability to put them on critically charged systems. And here's what I do. I just have a, what is this, like a 3 or 4 foot hose, and I have a quick release on one end and then a ball valve on the other, and then that way I can meter the refrigerant in. That's pretty much it, guys. So I've thought about getting a smaller tablet that I can keep in this bag, and maybe someday I will, but I kind of let that one burn out before I get rid of it, because it's lasted me a while, and I'm just going to use it till it dies. And then when that one fails, maybe I'll get a smaller one that can go in here. But the cool thing about this is you can just hook it onto either one of those bags. Just carry it with you. No big deal. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys, for the tool bag. Let me know what you think.